Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this video is very long overdue. I actually started talking about intermittent fasting in I think April of this year. So I'm like majorly behind, but I definitely wanted to give you guys my results, my pros and cons of what I really thought about intermittent fasting, whether it works, what I didn't like about it, and and then you guys can just figure out whether it's something that you would want to do. I also want to talk about my current routine, well, my beginning stages of my current routine, and yeah. So before getting to all that, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd rather just say that at the beginning than forgetting at the end, and then I'll just get into it. So if anyone doesn't know what intermittent fasting is when you limit your eating window between a certain amount of hours, and then on the other hours you do not eat anything. In my previous video I was telling you guys that I was a certified fitness instructor and personal trainer. Not saying that I'm not now, but that's what I was doing last year before I stopped doing that and started to do some rideshare, and that's like in another video, as well as of course being a mom of 3 and full-time and 4 part-time. So I started my intermittent fasting in April, and there's an extreme and it goes all the way down to the less extreme. I started with, I'd say it wasn't extreme, it was probably the intermediate. I did either a 9-hour eating window or an 8-hour eating window, and then the rest of those hours I decided not to eat. My food intake started at 12. Sometimes it would start at 11 if I was doing the 9-hour window, or it would be 12 if I was doing the 8-hour window. And then I ended up segueing to 12 hours eating and then 12 hours not eating. So I only did it for about a month and a half, and that's pretty much because some crazy stuff happened after that month and a half, and then it kicked me off of my routine. And I'm the kind of person where if I have a routine, if something like flips and does whatever and takes me off, like I am completely off. So and I try to get back on, but to be honest with you, it's something that I just have to work on. But so yeah, I ended up getting off. And so what my results were, I liked it. I feel like it's for a certain individual who has a structured life. And right now my life is not very structured, but it's definitely for an individual who has a structured life, because I would start at, like I said, 11 or 12. Now, what I will say is I was quite hangry, especially in the morning, and I found myself very, very exhausted in the morning until I finally ate something. And I mean, I ate really healthy. I wasn't eating any processed foods or anything like that. Everything was like whole foods. By the way, if you haven't seen my older videos, I'm a vegetarian. I do eat dairy. I'm trying to cut that out, but right now I definitely don't do milk and or drink milk, and I don't do yogurt, so the cheese part is my issue. But anyway, yeah, so I'm currently and was on a vegetarian diet during the intermittent fasting. So yeah, I liked it. I liked my results. I lost almost 20 pounds within that month and a half time frame, I was also working out. I did a working out regimen where I was working at least 5 to 6 times a week. And every once in a while, I would do a 2 a day where I would work out in the morning and in the evening. Honestly, I'm just a workout maven, but and the weight was coming off very quickly. I started at like 172, 173, something like that, and then I got down to 153. Like I said, the weight came off very quickly. I also felt like it was sustainable. Like, these are the pros. It was sustainable afterwards. If I, of course, didn't go back to eating the processed foods and stuff like that. If you're just doing that intermittent fasting for a limited amount of time and say you're like, okay, well, I only want to do this for a month or a couple of months, and then you go back to a regular eating lifestyle, you will keep that weight off. Just make sure, you don't go back to eating processed foods. But yeah, so I kept that weight off for a good amount of time until I started going back to drinking my coffees and all that other crazy stuff, which is like another thing. But yeah, the pros are I lost a good amount of weight. The eating window for 8 hours was, fantastic. And yeah, it was easy. It was like you didn't really, if you didn't want to eat completely healthy, you would still lose weight. Sometimes I would do the keto coffees where I would put coconut oil and like heavy whipping cream in a coffee and drink that in the mornings. Because it's supposed to like help you, burn fat. So I was doing that, and yeah, so that was great. So the con was I was exhausted, and yeah, I was extremely hungry in the morning, and it kind of didn't help that, in the mornings, feeding my kids and doing all this other stuff, and I kept thinking about food because I'm feeding my children. And I felt like, if you are a person in a structured life where, okay, you get up at a certain time, you're going to work, everything, you have a time limit, this is a perfect way to lose weight. And you're not thinking about, oh man, well, I know I wouldn't think like, oh man, I'm hungry, because I'm not dealing with extra things. It's like, sticking to a routine, a schedule, and I feel like that is a pro for a person who has a structured life. But yeah, for me, the con was I was extremely exhausted, so it's like it was hard to like try to play with my kids. I was irritable, and then just trying not to eat during those hours. And then since I did do rideshare, and on those hours where I wasn't eating, trying to drink water and tea, and it was just like I didn't want to drink too much because I don't want to do a whole bunch of stopping while I'm driving. So I'd say, yeah, for me, that was my con. But as far as intermittent fasting in a whole, I recommend it. I think it's fantastic. It's not completely foreign to me because before I even knew about intermittent fasting, I used to have a 10-hour window that I didn't eat. So when I had my old job, I would go to work at 6 a.m. and I would stop eating at 8 o'clock at night. So by 6 in the morning, I was straight to like eat something. So I would take like a little, like 4 ounces of almond milk and like a breakfast bar, and that's what I would have for like to break my fast. Like I said, it wasn't like, oh, I knew what intermittent fasting was then. I was sort of already doing it mildly, and I was losing weight that way. Of course, it took more time, but so I knew that intermittent fasting would definitely work because I've done something similar to that. So yeah, if you're looking for a way to change your lifestyle and ease into that, even if you're not eating super healthy, on intermittent fasting, you'll still lose weight because you're only giving yourself a certain window to eat, and then you're not eating. Of course, I'd suggest for you to switch over to the healthy side, um, but just be gradual with it. And so that's it for intermittent fasting and my pros and cons. Like I said, I think that if you are trying to do it, then go ahead and try it. It's, like I said, it's great. It's a wonderful strategy to lose weight on the quicker end of things, and to just segue yourself into a healthy lifestyle. So, outside of that, what my current routine is, um, because yeah, that little stint of kind of bad that happened in my life, when it started to go away, it was like, okay, well, I was so out of not eating right and not eating healthy and stuff like that. So it's like now I have to ease my way back into doing that. As far as a workout routine, I'm so that like it's just so innate, like it's built in me that I love working out, so that's not a big deal. But when you like food and it's not something where you want to be like, okay, oh, let me just turn it off. I've done that so many years. Like, I just turned 35, and I've done this so many years of, okay, well, let me, cut cold turkey. Like, I really just want to do something where I ease my way into it and still have a regimen of, okay, well, if I want to eat something then that's not like the super healthiest, it's not going to be a big deal. So that's where I'm at. Like, I'm trying to incorporate more water and drinking. I love dandelion tea, and it's supposed to really just help cleanse your body. So I do dandelion tea. I'm trying to drink more water. I'm trying not to eat at night. Like, I'm awful with that, especially like I said with doing rideshare, because my schedule has changed for rideshare. So I'm trying not to eat at night and just stick to just a tea. And I work out at night as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what my current regimen is trying to go to the gym at least, like I said, 6 days out of the week. 5 is the minimum, and if I can do 7, fantastic. If I can't, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so between 5 and 7 times out of the week. Sometimes like I said, I still do 2-a-days. That's just me. I'm that weird person that loves to work out. And like today, I'm gonna do a 2-a-day. Also, I didn't work out yesterday. I was too tired and too exhausted. And sometimes you really have to get sleep over working out. Remember that. Always feel how your body, just gauge how your body is going to go, how it feels. And if you need to rest, if you need sleep more than that workout, then I'd advise for you to go ahead and, get some rest, sleep. So that's what I did yesterday. And yeah, so I'm going to work out later on. But yeah, that's my workout routine right now, which I will be doing some videos on what I do in the gym. Actually, I'm so excited. Like, I'm about to get a GoPro camera, so I will X this phone thing out, because this phone thing has not been working out for me. I've done micro, SD cards and all that, and my phone is just not trying to have it. So most of my content is not edited, and if you watch my videos, you'll see that I'm like really, like, it's not edited. Like, I'm so and this, that, and the other, and usually I try to cut that out because I'm just segueing myself into this video, this social media thing. So it takes time to get comfortable And yeah, so I'll be getting a GoPro soon, and I'll be getting another computer because my oldest son kind of messed up my computer. So I'm super excited, and I can't wait to like take you guys along to like, you know, my workouts and stuff like that. And then yeah, so I just have some stuff in store. So stay tuned. That also means that you have to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you'll know when I'm, you know, making my videos and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll ever get into like a routine. Like I've tried to do every other day or every day, and like I don't know if I'll ever do a every other day or every day routine of videos and stuff like that. I will try. Um, so we'll see how it goes. But until then, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, wonderful afternoon. If you have any questions, comments, anything that you want to know about my intermittent fasting in April, or if you want to know about my journey now, more in depth on my journey now, what I'm doing, what I'm eating, like what I'm eating in a day, just let me know. Leave a comment. And yeah, so I hope everyone has a great day, evening, night, morning, all that. And until next time, one love.